Et bonjour Mme Thomson.
Bonjour Tania.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci.
Oui, merci pour prendre le temps pour faire une entrevue avec moi.
Très bien.
Et Mme Thomson est une professeure d'anglais à l'école secondaire Prince of Wales. Qu'est-ce que vous faites comme bénévole pour les Jeux olympiques de 2010?
Je vais travailler comme agent de visite avec le service de protocole pour les Jeux olympiques. Et ça veut dire que chaque dignitaire qui viendra d'un autre pays, alors l'étranger, va avoir les services d'une guide pendant son visite. Alors je vais accompagner les délégations de dignitaires internationaux. Ça pourrait être peut-être un roi, mais aussi probablement un président ou un premier ministre ou quelqu'un comme ça. Et je vais agir comme guide alors quand ils sont ici. Et je vais les accompagner aux événements de sport, mais aussi peut-être s'ils vont, je ne sais pas, faire un petit tour touristique à Vancouver, je vais être là pour aider.
Oui. And how did you acquire this position?
Well, I applied to be a volunteer like everybody else, and I have in my background a couple of interesting things, I guess. I used to be a diplomat with the Canadian Foreign Service, so that was of interest to the protocol people. And also I speak French and I speak German, and when we have visits from foreign countries, obviously sometimes those languages might be useful. So I guess they put me together with this position thinking it would be a good fit.
Very cool. And do you know where you'll be located?
I could be anywhere. It depends very much on what my dignitary wants to do and what events he or she ends up attending. So I could be up at Whistler some of the time at some of the alpine events, but I could also very likely be in Vancouver going to skating events or speed skating events or up at Cypress, or just hanging around in the city and perhaps visiting the athletes village and that sort of thing.
Very cool.
Yep.
And quelle belle tenue. Pourriez-vous expliquer votre uniforme?
Bon, tous les bénévoles portent une uniforme comme celle-ci. C'est une t-shirt comme ça, bleu, ce sont les couleurs de Bannock, alors des Jeux olympiques. J'ai ma carte d'identité. J'ai un petit veston comme ça pour me garder chaud parce que ça va faire froid parfois. J'ai aussi un grand manteau à porter et il y a aussi une petite toque. Un toque, oui, pour casquette, pour la tête. Et à part ça, bon, c'est tout. Et je porte aussi une petite badge comme ça qui dit bonjour. Ça veut dire que tout le monde qui porte cette badge alors ils peuvent parler français. Alors ça c'est pour indiquer à tout le monde que j'ai deux langues.
Les personnes anglais à porter une badge anglais?
Non, alors je crois que c'est prend pour acquis que tout le monde parle anglais, mais ça c'est juste pour indiquer que je parle aussi français.
Oui. Et what is your opinion on the VSB making students come to school during the Winter Games?
I think it's a shame that students have to go to school during this time because I think there's so many things that are happening in Vancouver, not just the sporting events where you might require tickets, but all kinds of other activities. And I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I think that particularly high school students would have had opportunities to do some very interesting, exciting and unique things during the Olympics, and the fact that they have to be in school is going to take away from that a little bit. But it was a decision, I guess, that was made by the board in concert with the different teachers' unions and other unions that deal with our schools, and that's the decision that was made.
Okay, cool. So but obviously at school we're going to have some decorations up and probably have a TV up there or something.
Absolutely, yeah. I think there will be lots of ways that we can integrate, thinking about the Olympics and enjoying the Olympics while we're in school. But every curriculum is not necessarily as able to include things about the Olympics. So we'll see how it goes, but it's hopefully it'll be fun anyway, and we'll get to see lots on TV.
Right, that's good. Yeah. Et est-ce que vous allez assister aux événements de sport?
Quand je suis bénévole, alors pendant les visites des dignitaires, probablement je vais pas regarder beaucoup parce que c'est les dignitaires qui vont regarder dans les beaux sièges dans les stades, mais nous allons reculer un petit peu et attendre pour leur revenir. Mais moi, personnellement, oui, j'ai des billets que j'ai achetés pour des événements. Alors, je vais voir un petit peu le patinage et aussi dans ma famille, mon mari et mon fils vont regarder les jeux de hockey, des choses comme ça.
Oh, hockey?
Oui, je crois qu'ils ont billets pour, on dit le quarter final.
OK.
Et pas le gold medal hockey round, non.
Oh oui. Et how do you think Vancouver will benefit from being the host of the games in, say, 20 years?
Yeah. Well, I think we're already benefiting. I think the increased attention on Vancouver has brought us into focus and onto the radar for a lot of people in the world. And we're seeing increased tourism, and we will continue, I think, to see increased tourism in Vancouver and in British Columbia and in Canada generally. Once people have come here once, they usually love it for life, and so they come back and back and back, and they bring a lot of tourist dollars, which is obviously great.
Yeah.
So it's really a good PR exercise for us in the short term and the long term. And I think in the long term, we're going to appreciate all of the infrastructure that's been put in place for the Olympics. So we've had things like the Canada Line, the light rail line that's been put in a way specifically for the Olympics, but that's going to benefit transportation in the city for the long term, and other venues that have been created. So we have the Richmond speed skating oval that's been put in place, and other venues that have been either created or just upgraded for this event. We'll get to use those as Vancouverites and as British Columbians and as Canadians for years and years.
Yeah, definitely, it'll be really great. And also, I think Mayor Greg Robertson said there's going to be we're going to become more greener city, and that was our main goal for the games and stuff.
Right. So. Yeah. Exactly. And I think it's just wonderful. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Very cool. Et dernière question. Quelle est votre mascotte préférée?
Ça c'est une question très difficile. Je crois que mon mascotte préféré c'est Miga. Miga, c'est le petit mascotte noir et blanc. Elle est moitié baleine et moitié quelque chose d'autre. Je ne sais pas, mais je trouve le visage très mignon.
Oui.
Je ne sais pas.
Oui. Et merci pour parler avec moi.
De rien.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Bye.